A few minutes past 8 this morning, the engineers at the Nation Media Group's transmission site in Limuru tell us a group of 10 individuals in 2 motor vehicles, one being a police cruiser, paid them a visit. After a few minutes, they left this location and headed for another transmission installation belonging to the Royal Media Services. It's at this point that local television channels started going off. By 9 a.m., most free-to-air channels were already off air. Some paid television channels, however, remained on. Our next stop was at the Royal Media Services site, a few kilometers from Limuru town. Here, we found those responsible for the shutdown. Royal Media Services was the first to lose its transmission, both paid for and free to air. This is where they host their transmission equipment and ADN shared by both NTV and Citizen Television. Soon viewers countrywide were thrown into the dark, save for the state broadcaster KBC, which had deliberately complied with the executive orders issued last Friday. The others, privately owned, also remained on but did not broadcast the event. After spending some time here, it became very apparent to us that the instructions to the officers who are manning this facility from the outside were very clear. No one gets in, no one gets out, nothing comes in and nothing comes out. And this trend continued for the rest of the time that we spent here. The social media uproar following the switch-off was overwhelming, but the government stayed put, not confirming or denying their involvement. But it's clear that the decision was made last week during a meeting where the President and his Deputy, Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i, Information Cabinet Secretary John Musheru, the AG Professor Githu Muigai, and a host of other media representatives sat.
It is unfortunate that at this time, this age and era, that after the 2010 Constitution, which has liberated the media and has given it freedom to operate freely, that you can still have the Commission Authority, which is a government agency paid for by taxpayers' money, switching off source of information to the people of Kenya who pay them to do the kind of work they are doing.
The broadcasters, through the Editors Guild, had vowed yesterday to defy this directive. Organizations such as the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights have condemned the move. KNCHR, in protest, called for, quote, credible and expeditious investigations into any form of illegal switch-off of television broadcasting rights. The statement is signed by Kagwiria Mbogori, the chairperson of the commission. The Law Society of Kenya, through its president Isaac Okero, says the Communication Authority owes Kenyans an explanation. In the absence of such, LSK says their action is, quote, a flagrant violation of Article 34(2) of the Constitution, which expressly prohibits the state from exercising control over or interfering with any person engaged in broadcasting. The Bloggers Association of Kenya, through its chairman Kennedy Kachwanya, termed it, quote, blatant disregard of the law, while the Political Journalists Association, through its chairperson Isaac Ongeri, described it as, quote, an escalated level of intolerance not only against government critics but mainly against the media. Ken Mijungu, NTV.